This time on Hobby Journeys, we're looking at the pre-orders for the 11th of May with lots of Chaos Space Marines and Tau.
Hello! Welcome to Hobby Journeys. So as usual, we're going to be looking at the pre-orders for the 11th of May this time. Looking at what's going to be going up from Warhammer this week. Have a look back at what went up last week. Should we get into it, Matthew?
Yeah.
Let's do it, eh? So first up, we've got...
we'd be doing it anyway.
Well, we have. So we've got all the stuff that was on pre-order already. So we've got White Dwarf has got its 500th anniversary.
500.
500 issues of White Dwarf magazine. I remember when we had 200th issue, that was quite a big one, and I think that was peak White Dwarf myself, about issue 200.
You buy them every time and just leave them in the bathroom.
Sometimes, yeah, well, I read them in the bathroom. Yeah, I need some reading material in there.
What's your for? That's what everyone does.
No, I read my magazines. I'm old school, mate. I'm old school. Yeah, but anyway, we've got, to commemorate it, we have...
Grombrindal.
Grommy. I think I nailed it there, Matthew. Grombrindal.
Grommy.
Yeah, we had a good practice at his name earlier and completely failed, didn't we?
Just calling him Grommy.
We went for Grommy, which is fine. But yeah, so we've got this model. I quite like this model. What do you think to him, Matthew?
It's okay.
Yeah, he is the actual White Dwarf. I think
he is the White Dwarf.
He is the White Dwarf, yeah.
He is the White Dwarf.
Yeah, absolutely. Then we've got Combat Patrol. We had the Tau codex out. So we've got a Combat Patrol for Tau. Pretty good. I like the mech suit, flyer, all the things. But we've got these Kroot who are part of the Tau codex because they're part of the Tau Empire. So we've got all these
tribal versions.
These, well, basically, the Kroot were conquered by the Tau.
But so they still want to use like their own stuff.
Yeah, well, they're sort of auxiliaries is the way I looked at it. But you could put together basically a full army just of Kroot. So we've got.
Why didn't they just rebel then?
I think maybe they like the Tau. Maybe they embrace their.
Or maybe they just got absolutely smashed by giant mecha robots.
Maybe they, for one, welcome their insect overlords. But yeah.
Or is it because they're scared they're gonna get stomped on by a big mech?
Well, maybe that too. But we've got, we've got quite a few miniatures. But
when you're on that with a machine gun.
Well, I do like the Kroot Rider. I think this model is fantastic. I mean, apparently, so the Kroot is a Kroot, sort of
an eagle,
cousin species, but just not as intelligent, basically.
Like monkeys with us.
Yeah, a bit like monkeys with us. That sort of thing.
So we are technically ape still.
That sort of thing. But yeah, so we've got these guys riding on Kroot. I think they're cool. I like those. Beyond that, I'm not so fussed by the Kroot, but they're alright.
Tanks.
Yeah, then so we've got some bits and pieces from the Horus Heresy. So we've got some Solar Auxiliary stuff. We've got these Sentinels.
Basilisk Medusa.
The Basilisk or the Medusa. I think that's two builds for each. The basic builds. The Basilisk gives you sort of artillery tank version. We've got some bits and pieces for Legions Imperialis. Loving this. I was having a look at the Fast Attack one for the Space Marines. I quite like this.
Next time we go Warhammer World, we should pick up some more Imperial.
Well, I am going to be making a little trip to to our friendly local hobby store.
Oh yeah. Am I coming?
Yeah, you could come. For my birthday's at the end of this month, so we'll be going and have a bit of a look. So
you go every month, don't you? Go some sort. No, not every month. Every birthday.
Yeah, a little birthday trip out to pick up some new minis that will go into my pile of shame. You know, get it nice and topped up. You know. But yeah.
I bet in like 2099, you're still going to have at least 20,000 miniatures in that box.
Oh, more than that, because I buy exponentially more than I paint. So it's.
Why do you buy so much if you're not going to paint it?
Because of that little dopamine hit every time you get every time you buy some more minis, Matthew. It's the Warhammer way. It's the Warhammer way. Yeah. Then the White Dwarf 500th issue. I'm looking forward to that's coming through my door.
Why is there it's like a really famous magazine just about one guy called Grommidox around there?
It's not just about him. It's just the name of the magazine.
But why is he the White Dwarf?
Well, it was White Dwarf magazine, and then they created the model for White Dwarf, and that was like 40 years ago or something. And they've just updated it since, so he is the White Dwarf. He has his own article in it.
He is the White Dwarf.
He is the White Dwarf. Anyway, there we go. So that's the stuff that's up on pre-order at the moment. I mean, it looks like most stuff's in stock still. So
except for all them.
Well, White Dwarf sold out online, apparently. That's bad news for anyone who isn't subscribing. But yeah, all the...
You're subscribed?
I am subscribed. It will be
You're
coming in.
it.
I imagine it'll turn up in the post at some point this week. But yeah, I mean, everything else there. I mean, I'm quite like... The Stormhammers look good. I do like the Fast Attack Space Marines. You're not keen on them? Yeah. We've already got some Malkadors and Sicarians that came with the box.
I don't like Sicarians as much.
You're not so keen on them. You like the Malkadors. I do prefer the Solar Auxilia tanks, it has to be said. I've got some transports for Solar Auxilia as well. The Space Marine tanks are okay, but yeah, I do prefer... I like the sort of slightly World War One or maybe World War Two at best sort of ethos to them. Anyway, so getting into the previews of what's going up this next coming Saturday, the 11th of May, is a bit of a Chaos Space Marine theme this time. We have a lot of Chaos Space Marines up on offer.
I don't like Chaos Space
You're not keen on Chaos Space Marines?
I like them models, but I don't actually like them.
Well,
they're betrayers to the Republic. No, the Emperor, sorry, not the Republic.
They're bad. They are bad guys, but that's sort of the point. But there are no good guys in Warhammer. Everyone's a little bit on that way out.
Why?
So, Chaos. I mean, Chaos aren't particularly horrible, but you know. But
what did the Space Marines do to be bad?
Well, they have wiped out full populations of planets in their time.
Yeah. I guess.
And you know, they are essentially representing a fascist regime, so you know, there's that as well.
I mean, that is true.
You know,
because they're worshipping one man who is the Emperor.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is technically a fascist regime, isn't it?
Yeah, so the Chaos Space Marines are, you know, they are into mindless slaughter and that's not typically a good thing, but you know, here we are. Anyway, we've got a few box sets. So we've got the new codex. So new codex Space Marines is out. We've got a limited edition version as they usually do. But then we have a few boxes to come along with it. So we've got the Veterans of the Long War. So these are all existing models, give or take. I do like these. I mean, you've got some Terminators in there. Got Chaos Space Marines. These mutated ones, I can't remember what they're called. This guy at the front, this guy's quite new. This is the guy we're looking at who we thought looked a little bit like Age of Sigmar, like because of the sort of wolf skin or whatever it is he's wearing.
I remember.
You remember him? Yeah. So he is a new model in this box. The rest are existing models. But if you want some Chaos Space Marines, you could do far worse than to buy a massive box just full of Chaos Space Marines, untainted, which is very much unlike the Chaos Space Marines, by anything like tanks or dreadnoughts. It is just Chaos Space Marines, and that is all it is. But yeah, so we've got that box. We've got the Dread Talons, another box. This one again has a new model. So this guy with the jump pack at the front, this the general of them. He's a new model. The rest are existing models.
But wouldn't the bigger one be the general? Like the absolute...
No, he's like a demon-y guy. But no, it's this guy at the front, I think. He's in charge. He's a big
strange.
Man. He's a new model with his jump pack. Load of jump pack troops. So you got a bit of a jump pack flavour to this box. So these guys are all jumping all over with their jump packs and that. Got these demon-y guys.
Is that a person that's mutated into an animal there in the middle?
This one?
No.
That one? Yeah. He's not... I mean, mutated is maybe the wrong word, Matthew. Blessed by the Chaos Gods would be the term they would prefer. It's blessings. Lucky fella.
So... if I got stuck onto a cow for the rest of my life, I'm lucky.
Well, if it was the Chaos Gods who gave you that.
No, I don't think it was.
So which of these two boxes is your favourite, Matthew?
That one.
You like this one. I'm inclined to agree, to be honest. I do like them. They're pretty solid. I like the Terminators. You can't go wrong with Terminators. Then we've got a Combat Patrol. I mean, these will be limited edition boxes. They'll probably sell out pretty quick.
I don't like the Combat Patrols as much.
Do you not? Oh, well... The Combat Patrols are good, but they're just a bit smaller, but they are just a balanced force. The idea is you could just buy this box and play against someone else who has a Combat Patrol.
So for the starters, kind of?
Well, sort of. It's basically so you don't have to sit there building lists of armies and so on. It is basically an army in a box, and you can go and play someone else with another army in a box, another Combat Patrol, and your forces are balanced to give you a fairly balanced game. Now, I'm not an expert on the gaming side of it or anything, but I'm pretty sure that, some of the more proficient gamers probably tell me they're completely unbalanced and they don't match up properly and stuff like that. But, for me, I think that if you were beginners, a couple of beginners playing, grab a combat patrol each, match up against each other and just have a game. I think that would work quite well.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Well, he's stepping on a Space Marine.
He is. He's got the Space Marine on the base and that, yeah, with his tentacles and that. Yeah. But yeah, so that combat patrol will be coming out probably in the £95 price mark, I would imagine.
95?
Well, it's usual combat patrol price is £95. But you are getting basically an army in a box, so it is what it is.
For 95 quid, I could get about 100 packets of big sweets.
Probably, yeah. Well, do you want 100 packets of big sweets?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, we've got this model, Chaos Cultist Firebrand. I really like this. I'm not usually so keen on Chaos Cultists, but this guy, I think that looks pretty fabulous, to be honest. I like that. What are you thinking of him?
I hate him.
You hate him? Really? Why? So what is your problem with him?
Him existing.
Yeah, well, what don't you like about the model?
Oh, I don't like the fire.
You don't like the fire? Yeah, it has to be. Well, you can always snip that off.
Yeah.
So if you sit,
it makes more things on it. I don't. I'd prefer. Maybe if it was smaller, I wouldn't care. But maybe cut it up to you better show a picture up to here maybe.
Well, yeah, but you could always cut that off when you build the miniature if you didn't want to have the flame on there. I'm not a massive fan of when they build smoke and fire into the miniature itself. Not a massive fan of that myself. So yeah, I'd probably snip that off.
I wouldn't snip the full bit off. I'd just snip it up to there because. It just makes so much more stuff onto it.
Well, that's fine. But what do you think of the guy himself?
His trousers are cool.
You like his trousers?
I don't like his knife though.
No, the ones that are sticking out of his chest, sort of thing.
No, he's
I
holding
quite
it.
like this. I think
he's holding it like this. He's got full hands.
Oh yeah. Well, holding what like what?
He's holding the knife like this.
What knife?
The big knife.
That one?
No.
Where's the big knife? Them?
Yeah.
That's not a big knife. They're coming out of his chest. It's part of his sort of helm.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like they're two spikes coming out of his helm, basically. I'm not sure
I don't like them.
I'm not sure what you would do with them. You'd have to sort of run at someone with your head down and try and gore them or something.
I don't know how you do that.
I'm not sure how it works, to be honest, Matthew. I'm not
Your
idea.
head would need to be upside down for that to work.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how it's intended to work, but I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Then we've got some accessories for them. So we've got the data sheet cards that you normally get with these things. We've got some dice.
You always get some dice.
There's always some dice. What do you think of the dice, Matthew?
The dice.
Dice, aren't they? Yeah. Then we've got some made-to-order stuff. So these are older miniatures. I think these Tau ones are quite. I think they're cool for older miniatures. I think these stand up. I
don't like the middle one as much.
I like. Well,
he looks lazy.
Yeah, well, he is. He's riding on this chair
exactly.
thing. Just get up and walk, mate. Get up and walk.
Lazy monkey.
I quite like it. I think for older miniatures, I like this set. I think I quite like him.
Who sleeps about 12 hours a day.
Well, that is true. I've got this chap, some sort of wizardy fella. Right. This guy, I think the idea is. Him. Yeah, I like him. I think the idea is you would put him into top for tanks, so he's interchangeable for different tank turrets. But yeah, I like that. I think that. Well, I quite like that gun platform. But yeah, I think for made-to-order stuff, these are good. Most of the made-to-order stuff I do look at and think, oh, well, it's, a bit old, isn't it? These, I think, stand up. If these got released tomorrow, I think these would be alright. I'd buy them, maybe if I was into Tau, which I'm not, but one day maybe. Then we've got some made-to-order orcs. Freebooter captain, I think this guy is. No, you don't liking. Guy on. I think he must be in the jump pack. Oh no, he's just boundy on his bionic legs. Yeah. I think. Yeah, not a fan. This guy, though this guy's a bit piratey.
I hate him more than the other one.
You hate him more. I'm not a big fan.
There's too much going on him.
There is a lot going on, isn't there? But the idea is he's into bling. Because they're really rich, the freebooters, and they just bash a load of bling on themselves.
That's what he's doing.
Oh, fair enough.
Showing off his rings and all that.
Oh, is that what that was?
Because you said he's got bling.
No, well, he has. He's all blinged up, look.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, you know.
There's too much going on.
He is resin as well, I think, so, you know. Yeah. I'm not.
Why are all resin monitors miniatures on like that one base?
Well, it's just what it's just the style of the time. I think the idea was, and you still get a bit of this, where they keep the bases quite plain because they might need to use them on multiple different terrain types. So they keep if you make them a bit too themed, you can't. They wouldn't be able to photograph that miniature in any other place apart from with that particular terrain they're on.
I guess.
But yeah, and then we've got Warhammer Plus, so we've got a Citadel Masterclass, painting cloaks by looks things, so the guide, quite like that with the sort of design on the cloak. Then we've got Lore Masters, who is looking at, what are Lore Masters? Looking at into the world of legend, investigating the wars and the border princes. So this is from the old world. Anyway, Matthew, so what was your favourite of the releases this week?
I think the Patrol Chaos.
You think the Combat Patrol Chaos?
Yeah.
Even though you said you don't like
wrong one. Oh.
You want this one?
Yeah.
I think I agree. I mean, it's a big box, limited edition. If you want it, get up a bit early on the Saturday to get it because it'll probably sell out. But yeah, I think that's pretty solid. To be honest, I like those Tower made to order. I like these guys. I want these ones. They're cool. I like.
If he wasn't on a chair, I might have gone for
them. I think if I was going to get some Tau, I'd probably pick them up. I'm not probably, but here we are.
They're probably resin.
Anyway, there we go. So that was good, wasn't it? So, what do we have to say to the viewers, Matthew?
I forgot after all this time.
I think what we have to say is don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, do that. Listen to him.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.